I'm gonna get some water first. Water's good for you. Right, we're gonna get a tablet to put in this. I have some electrolyte tablets to put in it so that it's healthy for me. And then it's in really, really nice pink. Then we need to measure whether this hole is in the middle of the panel, since it needs to be centered preferably. And if it is, then we need to measure from the top whether it's 250. I think that's what the plan's in. And if that is, then we're all good to go and start off. This panel needs a hole here, straight through, and then a porthole, of which there is space right here. There is a drawing for the spacing, which is the port, it's a reflex. For this reflex hole, I have this little jig that's supposed to be able to help me get the hole in there correctly, and then once that hole's in there correctly, I can also make the port piece inside the same size right away. That happens to be this bit. Now I'm probably going to use a very small router bit first and just run it across it somehow. Because I think I might have a bit, or I could also use a jigsaw and cut it out, but I'd prefer not to do that because it can be much more wasteful in the end than it started off. The bottom has a little ring on it out of some kind of cardboard type material because I kind of fucked this thing up first try around. And I think this is the old one that I actually used in the end for the extra jig, which should go on here like that. I might use a file to slightly adjust it. Because I can feel that at the end there's some slight bits of unevenness that I need to get out of there. Yes, I will measure it again. I will. And if it's correct, I will just go ahead. But I know that this jig should be correct. Just the inside edge of this is quite flat. It'd be nice if I could get that out so I don't have any inconsistencies in depth. It's relatively flat. It's almost perfect, but I don't think we'll be able to get it perfect at all. Because it's not perfect to begin with. The purpleness on the bottom is actually tape, and I used that last time to glue this down when I was lining it, so that I could make sure that when I glued it down and screwed it down, it was exactly the position I wanted it to be, because screwing it down accurately is quite hard. Why do none of these screwdrivers fit? Wow. Right, file can go away. Let's first measure how this has to fit in. Gotta do the porthole first, because that takes away the least amount of support. If I do the hole on the front panel for the speaker first, I have very little space left to actually orient my router on when doing this one. It has to be 200 wide and 40 high. I don't think the drawing is right then. This is 52. This is 150. I'm gonna go ask the guy who this is for first, because I'm not sure. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful picture of a speaker. It's sitting right here.
That's why I said.
All right.
change the design of the board, so it's the 52-150.
Okay, I will write here. No, 52 150.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay.
But the rest of the line out is the same.
Okay. I will. The measurement of how high it is still from the top then.
Yeah. So that is right.
How much does that have to be? 50?
This needs to be 50.
500 then.
And it's slightly too low. But it's not that crucial.
I'll measure it out to be about 500 anyway, so mind you are on camera if you don't wish to be.
I don't care.
Okay. But your face is not, but your hands are.
Yeah. You see this line? It's the bottom line that is right, and here you are a few millimeters too high.
And it's 250 here.
Yeah. Yeah. 250. For the people who are watching, I'm the designer of this case. So.
And even the designer can't get it right.
Sometimes the designs change.
Yeah, but design is changing doesn't account for the fact your port is 2 millimeters too low in the panel. Does that change with the design as well?
No, that is this measurement. That's why I asked to double check. A little bit down. Yeah.
Down?
Like that.
It doesn't look like 50.
No, that's 50. This is 50. Yeah.
There we go. That's almost 5 millimeters of error, my friend. How much is it exactly? Yeah, that's 5 millimeters of error.
Yeah, that could be. That's
Very
why you
good.
always have to double check your measurements. Better measure too many times and don't cut
True.
out.
Measure twice, cut once, but twice in square root. No, square it. With,
Yeah.
no,
Okay. Now you have to write.
twice in powers of 2, that's what I mean.
I'm gonna disappear again.
Okay, have a good time. That's at 250. And that's 500 to the top. Okay. Has to be 52 high. I'm going to measure from the number 1 and go to 62 because that gives me a very sharp measuring reference on this line. It should be working from only this edge as a reference, because then we always have the same amount of squareness error. Oops. I'll try to erase the wrong lines on the sides here, because those will get confusing for me. If I don't have an eraser handy, just use a blade. It works equally well. So the entire panel is how wide? 420. 420 minus 150 is it's 320, 300, 270, and then because we have to center it, I have to do 17 divided by 2, which is 145. That's possible. But what? I'm using a calculator for this. Because it seems I already made a mistake on the calculating, and I don't want no mistakes on this. That's 420 minus 150. Which is indeed 270. 270 divided by 2. 135. Okay, yeah, right, that's where I went wrong. Okay. This trumpet, this will be the last. My nose is a bit swollen from allergies there. So let's now transfer that into here. 135. It's already a little bit off, so we'll move it down a second. I need to find a way to then draw that line all across. A piece of wood here as a reference edge. This should be straight enough for that. Yes. Then I'm going to measure from this one downwards so that I know that it's always 150 wide, even if I measured wrong on this side. Because the width is more important than the being centered. I can't have you see this, not because it's secret, but because the panel is just too large. Cool. Odd. Still a little bit off. Even though I would write on line. Is this better? Yep, the inside one is better. It still needs to be moved over just a tad, because this line is a bit too much inwards apparently. And now that's too much, for fuck's sake. can't wait to have a table saw so I can square this fucking jig up. What I can do is put a block in here that says straight, make it parallel, and then align the block onto it. And this should now be 150. Uh, 145 is 135, yes, that's good. And then 150 from here. So 135 plus 150, what is that? $285. So I have to be 285 from this edge. I'm gonna get a small panel, it's way too heavy. Yep, that's exactly right. Might just be a bit too little now though. Yes, because it was bang on, and now the pencil line is a bit too little. Yep, there we go. That's almost bang on perfect. Fuck. The screws in the panel preventing me from measuring if it's straight or square, that is. Ah, fuck's sake. We'll have to do it this way because otherwise I have no screw holes. So, super glue. just removing the tape now, the old one, because I don't trust it to still be good enough. And also I used a bit too little tape last time, then had to overlay bits and then realized that overlaying bits actually increases the thickness, throwing off the vertical depth. The vertical alignment, the depth angle. It's the same song over and over now. Those circles are right. Fuck off. Jeez, I've heard that track way too many times, huh? 4 times exactly. Oops, that's a bit much at once. Let's turn a bit into gel. Oops. I think that's straight. We'll see. Just can't measure it because the jig isn't big enough. If only I had a table saw to square the jig up.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, it looks okay, but is it okay? That's the thing. I want to stay steady because the fucking thing won't stop moving. That looks fine. I think it's right up against the edge, as you can see there.
Yeah, it's
Just the corners and the top bits that's a bit out of it.
but it's fine enough. I think.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's your issue. And this angle is actually kind of horrible because it's painted, and an angle should never ever be painted because you can never get it straight. Things like this should never have paint on them.
Yeah.
Because the paint has chipped off in part here, making it not flat anymore. Kind of shitty thing. I don't like that.
Should get another angle.
I should just not buy angles that paint. Clean. Clean enough. It looks like it'll be fine. Great, I've got super glue on my fingers. So holes the drill would be with what size drill will I drill? Probably just 10. Is that too big? No, 10 is fine. 10 will be necessary for the jigsaw to fit. Yep, that looks fine. We can deal with that. Bit close for comfort, but still okay. Careful. It's the outside line, yes, yes it is. Okay, you can now drill these with the drill machine, the top to bottom driller, column drill or something. I don't like calling this a column drill because it's not. Drilling plate here, right? Yes, I do. I have a little plate, a sacrificial one that I can use for drilling. portable drill press woodwork, I like to say a hand drill in a guide. But I think it's advertised as a portable drill press, yeah. Now, I haven't actually checked it anymore since I bought it, which is probably a couple months ago. Welcome in. How are you doing? I have to saw this piece out with the jigsaw, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that in frame. Probably can, it's just a matter of how far I can zoom in. Or seeing how deep the blade goes at max. I think that's about this much, which will be too much for the table. Going straight through the table. Oops. I'll just put it to the side of the table then, but like this. I don't get how this got so tangled up so quickly, because I just rolled it up cleanly and into the box. It's already tangled up in knots. Not sure how that happens, but apparently it's magic or something. Alrighty. Are you happy now? Yes. One cut made. For the side ones I will have to go to the side of the table as well. And I can move my camera there if I can. Seems like it would rather stay here, so I'll just tip it over, pan it, I should say. And here goes number 2. Now this one, I can actually also do this here. Also works probably. Almost there. And we could also cut this one. There we go. Centerpiece is out. Nice. It's gonna get super dusty too. I don't want my camera lens getting dusty. Ow. Splinter on my butt. And I've got some of these pieces of MDF to use as spacers to lift the table up. Yeah, that's good, I think. Oh yes, it's good. A little hole. Should be good. If it's not good, then it's not my problem. That's what I'm gonna say. measure from corner to corner now, just because that's easier to make sure that it's square. This corner is over there though. And this is 61.56789. 61.9. And that is 61 point. Tip on the corner. 61.9. Good enough, I guess. Yeah, that's straight enough. And this has to be done with the follower bit, which is a copy bit. I'll show you one of those. Different kinds of router bits. These are mostly normal ones. These are normal types. Some with a bearing for roundovers, for example. And there's special follower bits like these. This one has a bit of tape around the corners, the bearing, because I want to make sure that I do route just a tad bit smaller than I need to. And my router bit needs to have its bearing at the top. Okay, time to get out the router again. Little router. Well, it's a trim router with a plunge base. Let's check if we have power. Yes, we do. We're going to increase the speed 4.5 maybe, because we need this to turn really fast. Now I'm going to unplug it again, because I don't want to switch blades, router bits while the router is plugged in, because that's just dangerous. If you need a reason why it's dangerous, it's because it can turn on without you knowing. And that means you can actually route your hands off. That blade can catch on your fingers, and that's not very fun, apparently. I might have to change the collet for this. I have a little special collet, one I just dropped. These, and these are made to fit into the router's neck, so I can use different size bits. This one specifically, this collet is made to fit 1/4-inch shanked bits. Just one of these. So I need to change out that collet. Press the red button. The red button is the lock for the entire spindle, which is the rotating shaft of the entire machine. I'll take out this bit. This one's made for 8mm bits, so this one's significantly larger. Yes, that fits. Good. Yep. I'll have to loosen the base a bit because I now need to get at the nut, which is the thing fastening everything to the collet. I've got mine marked with this really sexy purple colour. Nice. I have to lower the bit out a little bit because I can't go low enough for the bearing to ride in the middle of the jig. Although actually the top part of the jig is the most accurate part anyway, so that's fine. It's fine, you're gonna leave it like that. Don't lose your collets, they're very important and also kind of very expensive. Oh, I need to change the metering mode on my camera because it's blowing out everything. Just because the outside skirts of my video are not bright enough apparently. There we go. Actually, that's worse now. I'm gonna go back to center. So now the center is always well lit so I can see what I'm doing, which is to me the most important part of this. I'm going to set the depth, the max depth for me, which is fine because we're already just riding the bearing on the top edge. Which then actually means we might actually have to change it anyway. Depends on how deep this goes, and that's unlocked. Just enough, I think. Yeah, it does. So that's the depth I need at most. Don't forget to use hearing protection, it's good to protect your ears. I'm quickly gonna go get something for my camera so I can shield it from all the dust. The lens doesn't need to get covered in dust, yeah? That's one piece. Okay, hearing protection on. Oh, I need to plug it in because I unplugged it for safety. Is one of the screws just sticking out the tiny bit? This one's fine. That's going all right. So yeah, let's keep going. Odd. better. There's a little bit of a cat apparently in the panel there, which is a bit of a shame. But it looks like it should be gone if we sand up until the margin, so because it's still a bit within the margin. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fine. Okay, taking the piece of tape off. Not quite apparently, but yeah. Not much to do about that. It feels like it should be gone though. Let's see if I can just scrape it up with a file. Yeah, that should be fine. Now I need to make a piece that goes on here. That will be the port piece, which needs to be made the exact same way really, but then with the drill bit, with the bit on the bottom, so it follows the bottom curve. Very strange. It's more than good enough, see that? Just a little bit weird in the corner, but I think that's just because the bit was a little bit crooked. So I just have to file it, flatten a bit. The port might be just like 1/4 of a millimeter lower than, but it's not gonna make a difference. Actually, I can make that piece later, or now. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna wait to make these pieces till I have a table saw, which is coming soon, so that I can make a piece that's exactly the right size. Because we kind of need a table saw. Rightio, porthole is done. I need to change out the bit. Actually, nah. I thought maybe we can use the follow bit to make the circle, but nah. It's going to take too much work. Do I need this one here? Sandpaper can go, you can sand later. Tape is not necessary. Right, change bit. Now I have to change colours again. This thing I'm going to use a really small but thin bit because I can spin these at really high speeds without issues, and they also cut really cleanly then. And because they're also thin, we use less material, but they also do have a slightly higher chance of breaking, but I'm just gonna assume that I'm not gonna break it, and we'll see if I do what I do. Then that. Okay, you have to move the panel over a bit. Move the pieces from underneath the supports over this way, like that, and make another one over here. Shove the whole deal backwards. And this hole was correctly on the bottom line, yes. And in the middle, was it in the middle? With the measuring stuff, 250 I thought. Wait, no, it was in the middle, so the middle would have been 420 whatever it is. 210. Ah, 210, right. And it is at 210 there. Okay, let's get out the circle jig. This is a circle jig I have. It's on my right shoulder upside down. Which way does it go? Like that, yes. I need a bit, screw bit. I actually have a hex key for that. That's too big. Okay, too big. There's no small ones in here. Absolutely useless then. What the hell? Why are they not going in? So that's the watch. Oh, yeah, put them in the box and listen.
Where is the box?
There.
Huh.
It's the inner hole that's the size for a speaker, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I can double check. For the pieces inside the board, I'm going to wait until we have the table saw because that will be much easier to manufacture.
Yeah.
I'll also wait for the back recessed binding posts for that one.
Yeah, okay, but I already can glue this stuff.
Yeah.
Sand, oil.
Just don't put your cloth on it yet.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have to rub through it anyway. The marking on my jig says that this 286 size hole has to be done with the 6mm router bit. So let's just check I have the 6mm router bit in there. 5.6, 5.7, okay, that's fine. That is 6mm. Okay, what's the size of the hole? Nice, cover your back. Okay, hole in the screw is 8mm. So I find that bolt that was 8mm. Because I had one of those for the system. That was indeed this screw. Now you have to drill a hole in there as well. We'll need a little bit. Use this one. And the drop cuts. Wow, this drill bit is dull. That's good enough. Ow! That's a tip of the... That was the tip of the drill bit in my hand. Luckily the centerpiece is not to keep. A bit of breakout, but that's okay because the centerpieces are quote-unquote trash anyway. Oh dear, I forgot to drill the hole for the bolt. Yeah, it's fine. We don't have anything under here anyway, so it's fine. We'll just have to be careful, but I think we'll be fine. can move something over in the last moment to just keep it steady. But the rest of it should be to make a video. I haven't dropped any frames, that's remarkable. It's actually quite scary because it's unrealistic. This is on the very much not residential line. It's on the outmost parts of a village in the middle of a valley. You don't usually expect good internet there. This is 14, so it'll be 12 or something, or 13. This is 12, I think it's 13 when you though. Yeah, it is. Jig is ready. I think. Just need a clamp head as well. because I need a light that's very bright just to be able to see what I'm doing. $286, good. We're good to go then. Room brush here, so we can swipe away the shavings, because if you don't clean them up, they just get under the jig, which causes problems with sliding, or that rather, a lack of sliding. try and see if I can drill holes through that and then maybe use a jigsaw to perfect the holes. But it looks like my router bit doesn't go fully through enough, so I'll have to lower it just a tad. That's just the paint coming off, that's fine. Yikes, that's not good. I have to glue that piece back on because it kind of went a bit through hard. Should not be visible once it's glued in properly, as long as it doesn't fully break off. I'll just do the entire thing with the router, it'll be too much work to try and saw. there we are. Circle is done, kind of. Finishing touches will be that I have to fix the little breakout, tear out on the front, which should be fine, because it's a relatively clean tear out. There was no lost fibers, just tearing out. Just gonna put the wrap that aside for now. Because we will need that later on for the what is it again, the round over on the front. This goes into the stock of used bits. That. Just a little bit of tear out there, but I think it should glue up just perfectly fine because it's a relatively clean tear out. It's clean in the sense that there were no parts lost, so if I glue it back on, it should just be smooth. The rest of it's relatively good.
Okay, let's turn around the panel.
Yes. So, can you take this bit downstairs and let me know if that fits the curve you have afterwards, just so I know how to do the round up?
Yeah, I want to see the...
Yeah. Just giving you that before you disappear and before I forget.
Yeah. Should be able to do that.
Glue it on just fine.
Yeah.
If we clamp it on, that should be just fine.
Okay, let's see this around.
Okay, anytime I'll glue that middle.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, where did it go? Back. Oh, I bumped it off already. Fuck. Is that the one?
It looks more or less that one. Let's see the other one.
It'll probably, the other one is quite a bit smaller.
No, it's not that one.
So it'll be that one. I remember it's
Just
on
not
the
fully
thing.
down.
Yeah, it is fully down.
Yeah?
Because you can't do it halfway. You have to do it fully or not.
Okay.
The glue is already drying a bit, that's annoying. Oh, yeah, it would help if I use the right side of the chip. The rest will be glue remainder that won't be seen.
It's gonna be rounded and chipped and
Yeah, I mean that will help too. Yeah, sanded.
sanded.
And the other weird thing is that somehow the corner of this is a little bit wider, which is strange because it can't go wider than the inside, because the inside side is the side closest to the router. So I'm not quite sure how that happens, but we'll probably be able to get it out with a bit of work. And if it's a last resort, we might have a table saw soon. We can always extend the port with a little bit of wood and then make a rounder room.
You can put a little rounding on it. And
But then to compensate, add a little piece at the end of the boat just for the depth of it, because we can do that now with the table saw that we bought. Good stuff. I was trying to find where I put the bolt for this. Don't remember already. I'm good at forgetting. That's one skill I have. That's the one for the jig.
That's a similar bolt.
It's not. That's an actual bolt. The other one here I used for the glue also was a wood screw type. Oh, yeah. That's more of a wood screw bolt. So now it's just waiting. The rest is not much work for doing tomorrow.
No, for the rounding.
Yeah.
You can do that tomorrow.
I'll wait for tomorrow because otherwise
It needs to
I
dry.
risk breaking it off even if the glue dries in 4 hours. Though we don't have 4 hours, I think.
No.
No, okay, what time is it? 6.
6. But you
Right
already
on
did.
time, plenty on time, eh?
Yeah. The main thing, if you can do it tomorrow for the rounding, and if you still want to do something yourself.
Mm-hmm. Giddy giddy. Yes, I am. Well, it's at least still online.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to open up my lens to get some of that dust out of there because it was already scratchy when I bought it.
That's another towel. Already. Okay. Yeah.
Probably be fine.
So you can add the string now.
Yep. Well, unless there's anyone else watching, so wants to say goodbye. Or to the cat. Cat that's disappearing behind me, probably. Yep, she is. Got quite a bit work done today, and it was only 2.5 hours of work.
Yeah.
That's a bit less than like a weekend and a half.
But that is good.
Should make a list of things we can make with the table saw.
Yeah.
Starting with a tool for the table saw. Then you circle jig, sanding equipment,
Yeah.
table extensions, boxes, little trays and front panels and cabinets and all the other good stuff.
Oh, the table saw is coming. And then you can
She
stream
knows it
some
arrives tomorrow with the whatever shipping service they use, because I've had packages arrive on Sunday.
Okay. But when we have the table saw, you can stream some more.
Oh.
And now I'm in I'm in the image, but a bit too long.
I think the cat is left.
The cat has disappeared.
Actually,
I feel this is.
she might have gone home.
Yeah. She's not there. No, she went there.
As expected. Well then, I think it is indeed time to end the stream, because I'm almost out of my good water. Looks like tea, but it's water, trust me. Then be back later, and for that you can probably subscribe to the channel so that you know what I'm at if I do more stuff. I don't only do woodworking, for anyone new. I also do things like electronics or just gaming or whatever the fuck I do. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for today, and I can't predict that. So I'll say goodbye here, and I'll see everyone next time. Oh, cat. Distracted by the cat again. I chased the cat.